Today's horoscope, Libra March 4th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Mercury heads into your intimacy sector today, where Venus is, and you're inclined to research so that ideas are well developed. There can be secret or hidden information surfacing during this cycle, and interactions may be more complex or complicated. Mercury will transit here until March 29th and soon after, from April 16th to May 10th. The weeks ahead can involve more profound thought, discussions, and contemplation, as well as an increased inclination to strategize, plan, and observe. You might pour more concentrated energy into mental pursuits that genuinely excite you rather than skip from one activity to another. It's a fine time to sink your teeth into something satisfying. You are a little less inclined to speak about your plans, and you can be attracted to mysteries or darker subject matter, or you could find that you're drawing these things to you. Buckle up for bursting bubbles of beauty as they swirl in the skies. You're set to experience some brilliant cosmic energy. This is because our great luminary, the Sun, will dance and link in a square to mighty Jupiter, our great benefic of miracles and joy. This energy built up yesterday but also echoes into today. Capitalize on this glorious energy by making plans with your one and only for something extravagant, indulgent, and wild. You are the royalty of living boldly and passionately when it comes to all matters of the heart. Embrace this vibration to manifest the greatest love story of your fantasies, hopes, and dreams. Just don't spend too much money if you can't. Be assertive when you negotiate. Stand up for yourself in your professional arrangements and partnerships once Mercury enters Aries. You cannot be a pacifist forever, significantly if being a doormat negatively impacts your work commitments. Mercury in Aries will encourage you to be more upfront, bold, and honest. If something is not working, speak up. If you feel like you have been walked all over, say something. You owe it to yourself to ask for what you need in your contracts, projects, and relationships. Put yourself first by communicating what you need and expect. There is a lot of stuff to look at when we begin to examine our health, and especially our diets. Behavior learned from childhood does not fade fast. Food is everywhere, even in our relationships. It is a key way in which we relate to the world. Changing your diet changes who you are on some level, and this can be exhausting. Don't be discouraged if you become overwhelmed. Remember that if you think about food in a healthy way, you are already making progress. You may find yourself drawn to writing on this day. Chances are, this is something you already engage in perhaps on a regular basis. Be sure that you allot some time in your schedule to enjoy this activity. Perhaps you may want to consider taking a notebook or a mini recorder with you so that you can capture your thoughts as they occur. It can be easy to forget once a little time has passed. Just as Venus, the planet of love, is settling into her first full day in your relationship sector, and just as the moon is getting ready to leave Mercury, the planet of communication returns. With Venus already in retrograde motion and Mercury set to turn retrograde in 12 days, this will keep both here until later in the month. This means that while Mercury will leave your work sector today, both he and Venus will be back by the end of the month. With other planets keeping things active on both fronts, an equally important month on the job and relationship fronts makes having the right work and life balance more important than ever. It is just as Venus, the planet of love, is settling into her first full day in retrograde motion in your relationship sector, and just as the moon is getting ready to leave, that they are joined by Mercury, the planet of communication. A retrograde turn in 12 days will keep Mercury here until later in the month, taking away the urgency as he returns to get the communication lines open. Daily Planetary Overview. As Mercury enters Aries, the pace of conversations is about to accelerate, bringing a sense of urgency and directness to your interactions. This fiery cosmic messenger does not have time for delays, and you might find yourself feeling more impatient than usual, particularly when trying to learn something new or understand someone else's perspective. If you catch yourself rushing through discussions or struggling to process new information, take a deep breath and slow down. There is no need to force quick decisions or immediate responses. True understanding takes time, and by allowing yourself the space to absorb ideas at a steady pace, you ensure that nothing important gets overlooked. The concept of beauty might take on heightened importance, and if you find yourself focusing on appearances more than usual, be mindful of how much weight you give to outward impressions. While self-care and personal presentation are valuable, they should never define your worth or the worth of others. If you have been neglecting your physical well-being, now is a great time to reassess your habits. Consider creating a nutrition plan or committing to a new exercise routine that supports both your body and mind. Small, consistent efforts in self-care can make a lasting impact on your confidence and energy levels. If you feel misunderstood by those around you, resist the urge to react aggressively. Instead, approach the situation with patience and composure. Despite your strong sense of commitment, tension may arise in certain interactions. If conversations feel strained, it might be best to step back and revisit them when emotions have settled. Exercise can be an excellent way to release any pent-up frustration, providing you with a sense of clarity and renewal before addressing any lingering conflicts. Your personal energy is strong, and with the right focus, you can accomplish a great deal with minimal effort. Take advantage of this productive phase by surrounding yourself with those who uplift and inspire you. In relationships, your genuine warmth and authenticity will naturally draw people toward you. If you are single, this is a wonderful time to meet new people, as your confidence and sincerity will make a lasting impression. However, if you find your emotions difficult to control, be mindful of how they surface in interactions. Acting impulsively, particularly in moments of frustration, could strain important connections. Strive for balance and seek to understand the emotions of those around you. In the right frame of mind, you have the potential to experience deep, meaningful connections that reinforce your sense of belonging and appreciation. Gratitude plays a key role in maintaining harmony in your relationships. The understanding and support you receive from friends, family, and colleagues should not be taken for granted. Make a conscious effort to reciprocate their kindness and generosity. A simple gesture of appreciation can go a long way in strengthening bonds and fostering mutual respect. Financially, this period presents promising opportunities, particularly when it comes to settling outstanding matters or making long-term investments. While it is always wise to exercise caution with money, your instincts for financial decision-making are especially sharp right now. If you are considering a significant purchase, such as a car or a home, trust yourself to make well-informed choices. Seek advice from trusted sources, but ultimately, rely on your own judgment to guide you toward financial stability and success. As you navigate this dynamic time, remember that growth comes from both action and reflection. Take moments to pause and check in with yourself. What areas of your life feel most aligned, and where do you need to adjust? By balancing determination with mindfulness, you will make the most of this energetic shift and move forward with confidence and clarity.